Metal-heads.de.
Okay, hello Metalheads. We are down in the basement of the Essig Fabrik, together with two of Steel Panther, and to be honest, the first time I came across Steel Panther was on TV, an episode of LA Inc.
LA Inc?
LA Inc.
Oh my God! Here, I gotta take these out. These are addicting. They're like cocaine, and once you put them in, you can't take them out. And yeah, LA Inc. Oh, sorry. I wanted to show you the tattoo I got done in LA Inc. This is a what do you call that?
Portrait?
A portrait of my mom, back when she was the first woman to ever do theater pornography.
Beautiful woman. In
Chicago. And this is one of her posters from back in, I think it was 58 or something. And she was the first woman to ever do theater pornography. And I was very proud of her because that's how
she put an artistic view on getting fucked and by a bunch of men. And she made it look beautiful. And there's a lot of women at that time that didn't do that. And I'm a big fan of his mom's as well. And it's a beautiful tattoo that you got done at LA Inc.
I think done by Kat Von D.
Yeah, Kat Von D. And she also did this one here, the one that has my last name. She did this one here. And I got a really good story for you. Here, I'll just hold this. So I was getting my tattoo done. And this bass, could you guys keep it down? I'm talking. You know the bass player from Motley Crue?
I don't know him personally, so.
But you know of him?
I know of him.
Yeah, his name is Nicky Six. He used to date Kat Von D, and when I got this done, it was about 2006. Is that right, Lex?
He hates you now.
I know. But he was there, and he watched me get the tattoo, the whole thing, and we talked for hours. He told me stories about how he wrote the song Live Wire. And I was really excited to get the tattoo done. So, yeah, I've had great experience with Kat Von D. She's done my whole arm, and she also did me, too.
You too?
No, I don't know I don't listen to that shit. I listen to metal only, and I listen to, like, Bang Tango, Skid Row, Danger Danger. I listen to fucking the best band in the world, and us, Steel Panther, and the best record in the world right now is Heavy Metal Rules. I don't listen to that U2 shit. No, I think that I have respect for them because they're old like us, but at the same time, Heavy Metal Rules, and they're not metal. They're.
I think Lexi's a little still drunk from last night because we were talking about Motley Crue, and I just want to let you know one thing, dude.
I didn't say U2. He said U2.
You said U2.
U2. They did Kat Von D.
Saying it, I don't like that fucking band.
I hate you.
I'm not talking about the
He
band.
started it, Michael. Yes, I'm a little hungover, but don't give me a.
Bring up U2. U2 in the name of. See?
Okay, let's come back to tattoos. How important is it to be tattooed?
Hey, you're getting a call, Lexi. Don't get that one. You don't want to answer that.
Am I getting it from over there?
No, I think that's my phone.
Oh.
My mom's actually calling me. Right now.
So what's the
First
worst
about me?
Yeah, how important are tattoos for a metal musician, and how important are tattoos to be in a band like Steel Panther?
How important are tattoos? Well, they're very important. I mean, it's metal and Heavy Metal Rules and metal. I think puts a statement on your skin. Tattoos put a statement on your skin that lasts until you either rub them on cement or you when you die and they get all shrivelly. I'm gonna have really bitchin' tattoos when I get all droopier than I already am. It's gonna look like a melting, like, who's the guy that bit off his ear, or the guy that has melted his ear up?
Mike Tyson?
No. The Dolly. The Dali got his ear bit off, didn't he? Salvador Dali. You know how everything drips? That's how my art is going to be, just like Salvador Dali. Or, you know what? I'm going to pick this up a little bit. I couldn't breathe. My ribs are dig into my pancreas and my liver on one side. My liver is huge right now because I like to party. And so I have to stay upright a lot, and I was having a tough time. But now I can breathe a lot better. For your next question.
My next question. Yeah, you guys know the guy who has a Dio tattoo? And every time he wanks, it's like Dio wanks him. You ever seen it?
Do I?
Yeah, I will show
He has
it.
a penis.
I have a penis. I was thinking
You're-
about
you're
thinking about getting a tattoo of a prune. You know what a prune is?
That's a girl who doesn't do shit on the first date.
No. A prune. Like a shrivel up prune, or like you know what a raisin is, right? A raisin. So I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of a raisin on my face. So when I get older, I just look the same the whole time.
That's fucking awesome.
Sounds logic.
Arms won't look fucked up. You know?
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I should just get water, and then the older I get, it look like it's flowing off my arm. You know.
I think it's cheaper than surgery.
Tattoos of just like water with a light wind going over it, right? You know, so that way, you know what I mean? It's all ripply.
Get them on my chest too. That'd be fun.
I don't know if you noticed what I'm wearing, but I'm wearing a new Steel Panther hoodie, and it says on the back,
Heavy metal rules.
Metal Rules, right? And I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm also wearing the heavy metal work uniform. Yep.
When we go to festivals, we found a lot of times, depending on what with, thanks, I'll hold it. When we go to play festivals, which we play a lot, you know, with other bands, that is the heavy metal attire, kind of like when it's not snowy outside, but when it's hot and it's muddy. I mean, you can't see, especially here in Germany, and well, just in Europe in general, because there's grass and it's wet and tons of mud all over. It looks like bands that wear those camouflage pants. It looks like they're just floating because they're camouflaged in the back. That's what that's what army people do to make sure they don't get fucking shot by another person on the other team. They wear camouflage pants so you don't see them. But when heavy metal people wear them, it looks like they're just floating in a festival, and you don't know where their legs are except the bottoms of them, because cut them off like that is what heavy metal. It's what bands do at festivals, and that's why they're like bitching. And I think you look awesome in them, and I think they're appropriate for today because it's a little breezy and wind and wet. But I'm glad we're inside. I'm done.
Yeah, it's fucking cold outside. How much time is left?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah, let's enjoy ourselves.
Okay, so let's get really serious. I know Steel Panther is all about pussies and booze, but on Heavy Metal Rules, I discovered songs that are pretty serious. Fuck everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're criticizing social media behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, you know, look, when I use social media, if I'm doing like even cocaine, I won't Snapchat during cocaine usage. That's disrespectful to cocaine. So like if you're driving, you know, you got to be careful, man, because I've done it, dude. I'll be on the phone and I'm like fucking trying to, and then I realize I just hit somebody on the right side of me. So I get it. And, you know, people do it. And it's just crazy because sometimes girls, like, they're doing their makeup with their fucking mirror and shit, and they crash into you and your legs get broken and it hurts.
Doesn't hurt the chick that was probably her lipstick in her mirror. The chick looks probably bitching. The only person that lost was the idiot that decided to drive at that time.
Hey, I don't mean to get up and do this, but it seems like my phone
yeah.
is on.
Oh, we are recorded the whole time. And the second song is the title song itself. You're criticizing the music industry in Heavy Metal Rules.
Well, it's not so much that we're criticizing it. We're just telling the truth about it. And, you know, it's just where it is right now. It's just the way it is, you know? I mean, I look back at the bands that came before us that shaped who we are today, like, you know, Van Halen, Motley Crue, Rat, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard. Those guys are still making millions off their records. And we still, you know, we are grateful for everything that we have and appreciative. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you just got to, you know, tell the truth, talk about it, you know. And heavy metal does rule, regardless of what happens. Even if records never exist again or CDs never exist again, heavy metal will always rule. And that's really what I take from that song.
What's your opinion?
Thank
I'm,
you.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah. Even she's applauding, so you are fucking right. And
Packing. What am I packing? We don't talk about that. In the States, we can get in trouble for, depending on what state you live in. Packing.
you can talk whatever the fuck you want here.
Oh, okay. Fucking A. I'm packing. I'm packing heat right here.
Say bad words. You can show
That's what I'm packing.
It's totally okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm packing. No, this is definitely the best record out right now, and it's been proven. And everybody that colleges, there's brochures you fill out, and it's proven that Heavy Metal Rules is the best record. What's your favorite song on the record, if you don't mind me asking? I can be in a review for you if I want to. You said I could.
I don't know exactly. It depends. I like the videos you did.
Okay.
They were really great. And I like, as I said, fuck everybody and Heavy Metal Rules.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
Because Heavy Metal Rules,
Yeah, that's great.
well,
And
my whole life, since I'm 14 or 15.
there you go.
And he's doing crazy stuff, but we're in Germany and it's totally allowed.
That's exactly right. Well, I agree with you. All that stuff I agree with. I like to party as well. Again, I'm having a tough time breathing. We're going to pick it up. There we go.
Perhaps you need a beer.
No, what's happening is you keep putting the mic really low.
Yeah, and
you gotta bend over his back.
and it's my worst area is my receding hairline. So there we go.
We have to see his pretty face.
There we go. And plus, my chin looks. Yeah, it's a whole thing when we do interviews. Just like staying alive is one of them too. Again,
notice
my ribs
the glasses?
deviate. They go into my pancreas, and it hurts the dickens out of me. But yeah, I agree with you, and I love to party, and that's what I think this record is about. And it's also about, like you said, serious stuff, heavy metal rules, and fuck everybody. I mean, there's and the list goes on, you know, and I was going to ask you, is this color okay for me tonight with what I have on? By the way, look at what I have on. I'm a little wild in this. This is a bitchin' attire.
I don't know if you're.
It's called my Aqua.
You're not in the frame though.
Are you? Is he in the frame?
That's cool. That looks.
Yeah,
good.
you're on the frame. So
I like the way the pants shine.
What about the middle part, Michael?
The lacing's killer?
Go down a little bit
You
more.
did a great
little
job,
farther,
and the
little
inseam's
farther. I took my blue
amazing.
pill.
It's
You'll see how
amazing.
these pants
That's great.
expand.
God damn.
Thank you very much, Michael.
He's looking good, huh?
really,
For 59, come on,
I'm
man.
doing all right.
Yeah, dude.
what?
One more
59.
facelift, though. One more face.
He looks like 29.
I
So
appreciate that very much. That's because I do this all the time, and I have rubber bands behind my neck, but we don't talk about that.
and yesterday you had a sold out show here too, and I think you partied hard last night.
We did. We were a bit jet lagged last night. We did show 1. We're doing 10 shows here in Cologne, all sold out. I mean 2. Did I say 10?
I just heard too.
Oh, okay. And man, it was great. You know, we hung out at the hotel. We're staying over at the Wyatt. Is it the Hyatt or the Wyatt? Hyatt, yeah. And then we had to move over to.
Check this in. His name Wyatt. I got confused with that too.
Hi, my name's Wyatt. Can I help you? Welcome to the Hyatt. Like, what the fuck? So, anyways, we ended up moving our hotel to the Hilton, which is like downtown, right by the Dom. Is that what it's called? The church?
Kölner Dom.
Yeah, what you said. And it's a beautiful church. I went sightseeing. I even posted some Instagram stuff, and I wasn't driving, but I was on a Lime, and I crashed into a person, and I kind of hurt their foot, but that's cool.
Fuck everybody, Michael.
Do you know how long it took to build the Kölner Dom?
Well, I knew. I think if I remember.
20 years looks like 25.
No, it wasn't 20. I think it was more like 400.
Yeah.
440 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it was like 3 or 4 generations. No, back then it was probably 8 or 9, right? Because people only lived to be like 10, right?
It was the Cologne people are really lazy, and then the Preußens came and said, "Hey, hurry up, you lazy dicks," and then it was finished.
Finish this window. Yeah, it's a beautiful church, and I got to. I noticed since we've been touring, becoming a touring act 10 years ago when we put out our first record, we came here and I looked at the church and I was like, wow, that's so amazing. And I thought they're doing repairs on it. That's really cool. Pretty soon it's going to look killer, right? And I came back and they're still repairing it. This is like 10 years later.
Still building it.
Are they still building it or fixing it?
Building it.
No, still repairing.
Oh, okay.
Repairing all the time.
I don't know. I don't go to church.
I went into the church and looked at it. It's beautiful. It's a great place to go check out. Because I was on a Tinder date. Yeah. No, she's cool.
I have to go finish doing my makeup.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah, you could, Michael. Would you like to stay and continue the interview? I really do, because we have showtime coming up soon. And
I think doors are open, so
okay,
thanks
Michael,
a lot, guys.
I appreciate that. I do. I have to do my eyes. I have to shave. Go ahead.
I don't have.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for being. Thank you for being here.
Commitment to heavy metal never ends with Lexxi Foxx. He needs to leave the interview right now for what? To get ready, do his makeup, and his commitment to rock is complete.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Thanks, Lexi. Thanks for coming over and checking out with us. Appreciate
Great
it.
exit. I do. I have to shave, and I shave every 20 minutes. That's. I'm not even goofing.
That's great. Well, thanks so much. Lovely having you on the show.
Michael, I appreciate.
Good luck with the show tonight. Thanks. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. So, okay, we can go on.
Yeah. Should I check Snapchat while we're doing this?
Check it.
I don't even have Snapchat. You know why? Because I'm 54 years old. You know?
You don't look like 54.
Thanks.
More like
58. You starting
No.
to sound like Satchel now.
But let's go back to the beginning. LA Inc. It was really crazy. I saw you walking in the studio and said, these guys are looking crazy. And now you're here doing sold-out shows in a row and selling millions of records. I think so. Millions.
Well, millions of spins on Spotify. But yeah, Kat Von D was a good friend of ours. And she used to come to the shows all the time when we played the Viper Room and the Key Club and the Roxy. And, you know, her show would, we knew her before her show took off. She was doing another show called Miami Inc. at the time, and then when she started doing LA Inc., she invited us to come down and do it, and that was really cool. It was really a big important piece for us because it put us on a national platform in America, and it really helped, you know, the sales of our record, and we were extremely grateful. And plus, I got a free tattoo out of it, and she did my whole arm, which is really cool. And then I also did another show in Australia about 3 years ago called Bondi Inc. And I had a tattoo put up here, and that was really cool. And then I just recently got this one from my friend in Graz. His name is Flo. Check that out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We did it right before a show. Oh no, we did it on a day off, and then we all we went to the show the next day with his girlfriend, and that was cool.
So what are your favorite tattoo artists beside Kat Von D?
Well, the people that did my arms are really talented, and you know, you were talking to Lexi about tattooing and what it means, right? And for me, I really wait until I really know what I want on my arm, because if I just go get something done just to fill a spot, which is really hard not to do, I just feel like I would.
You can become addicted to.
Yeah, you just want to keep doing it. So I'm waiting, and I look at people's tattoos, and when I see one that I really like and connect to, I ask them where they got it and see if it works out on our tour and get it done. So I really don't have like a favorite tattoo artist, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, I totally can agree. And
like I need to get some writing done, you know, which is for most tattoo artists, they hate doing that because it's just like, really? They want to do art. But the writing for me is art. Like, look at what Kat Von D did on my arm. Look at that.
Yeah, but she did big letters.
Yeah.
No small.
Yeah, the smaller ones are actually hard.
Yeah.
They're hard, but they're probably not as, you don't get as much satisfaction as an artist doing script. And I understand that. So I need to find somebody that's willing to do script and art.
And I got a fierce grin from behind the camera, so I think. Okay, so I think we are out of time. Yeah, he's nodding.
God dang it. Well, I'm ready to go. If you guys want to talk about my mom or my dad or anything like that, or the time I met David Lee Roth, or the time that Vince Neil and I did cocaine together, or the time where I had to have surgery for my vocal cord, or how about let's talk about the show tonight.
The show tonight, because we're going to enjoy it.
It was a great show, huh? Wasn't it amazing? You saw it. You were there, and it was great. And we're doing the interview after the show backstage here in our dressing room, and this is it. So
And you're not even sweaty, so that's really cool.
no, I just have to work on my hair. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the interview, and we look forward to coming to your town to rock your balls off soon.
I hope so too. Thank you. And heavy metal rules.
Metalheads TV.